What's going on, guys? Yo, don't mess me up, bro.
I got you. Don't worry. We
Catchphrase
have to
heaven.
keep it organic.
Yeah, of course, all the time. What's going on, guys? It's Harry from the Kickout, where we don't take no losses. Got my guy Chris with me from DeFi, the DQ podcast, where nothing is off limits. Let's get into it.
I want to start off by saying you're getting better at saying my podcast name.
Wow, was I saying it wrong?
Nice. Because I remember we were like, Defy or DeFi. But you're getting better at it. I'm proud of you.
But
All
that's
right, so
like, all right. Well, I say remote. I don't say remote.
it happens.
Eh.
So we had the draft this week. What are your thoughts on this draft?
Mostly everybody stood at home.
So what's the point of a draft if everybody's going to stay in their respective place?
I think there should have been a few more changes that happened.
I feel like they just already had storylines already like set up and like fuck it, we'll just keep everybody where they're at.
Yeah.
Though I like the production idea of it though. The production was pretty good.
No, I like that. What do they do this every year?
Yeah,
Is it every year?
they're doing it more now on a like more sports oriented thing.
I didn't see nothing really big that stood out to me.
Like big as in what?
Like any big changes.
Yeah, nobody really changed. It was
They should like
for granted. Jey Uso stayed on Raw. Seth Rollins stayed on Raw.
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day stayed on Raw.
Oh wait, but did you
Punk stayed
realize
on Raw.
that Rhea wasn't part of that Judgment Day package?
No, Roman Reigns wasn't a part of the SmackDown package,
He
and
wasn't.
Roman Reigns also like took himself out the draft.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe Rhea Ripley did the same thing. They just didn't say anything about it.
Also, Damian Priest wasn't in the Judgment Day package.
Well, he's a champ, so he can't really move anywhere. Jimmy wasn't either.
Yeah, but Jimmy's not in the bloodline.
But
wait, did he get drafted?
Neither is Jay. Jimmy didn't get drafted.
He's a free agent.
I guess so. Book Jimmy better, by the way.
And this is how Jimmy goes to Raw
or SmackDown.
Nah, he's going wherever Jay's at.
Yeah, so I guess he'll go to Raw.
Yeah, for sure he's gonna go to Raw.
But book Jimmy better. I know people listen to this.
Oh, yeah, let's hope.
Because I feel like a lot of my little points I put out there started coming out in dirt sheets now.
Yeah.
And I don't look at dirt sheets.
You had the Gable prediction with Angle.
Yup. And the women's having secondary titles, but the Undertaker said it.
Yeah, but we have a speed title, right?
The fucking speed title.
That makes no sense.
Why not have secondary titles for the women, but you're going to give a belt for people that fight for 20 second, 20-second matches, 20-minute matches?
No, I think it's 3-minute matches.
3-minute matches, and you guys can give them a belt. All they did was repurpose the 24/7 title.
I hated that title. Stupid.
It wanted to be the hardcore belt, but it couldn't be. They should have just brought back the hardcore belt.
Well, maybe now on Netflix, maybe they can.
PG era is gone.
PG era is long gone.
There's no more PG era.
No, there was CM Punk let the B word fly.
But we all got to remember what started it. The Rock. Then we went from The Rock to Paul Heyman's Hall of Fame speech.
Cody Rhodes.
Then Cody Rhodes, what?
Hit that promo. He's like, "You guys are whiny little," and he says the B word again.
Yeah. Then Kevin Owens with the blood.
Yeah.
And now CM Punk with the B word.
Yeah, I guess they're in their last few months of their what is it called? Their
contract on USA.
Thanks,
but I think USA, probably USA compared to Fox, USA doesn't really care as much.
Yeah, they're probably a little more lenient.
Because remember, Raw's been on USA for mad years, so they're probably a little more lenient than Fox is. Because I know Fox doesn't like that stuff.
Yeah.
That's why they went off the air with The Rock whooping Cody's ass at the end.
Yeah. But I think, were you shocked that Melo went first to SmackDown?
No.
You expected that? That was like, oh.
I didn't expect it, but I wasn't shocked at it because he was like a top guy in NXT, so it's not something I would have been shocked about.
Bro, you literally said he was a top guy in NXT.
Yeah,
That's NXT. You're gonna pick him first on the main roster?
that's what their choice was. He's honestly a good wrestler. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but
he gets busy in the ring.
who would you have picked over him on the main roster?
Braun
That's
Breaker?
tons. Yeah, well, he went to Raw,
Easily.
and he went to
Easily.
Raw.
He should have went to SmackDown. SmackDown is
He
the
should have went to SmackDown. We would have been getting the Wolf Dogs, and we ain't getting that now. That broke my heart when Corbin went to SmackDown and he went to Raw.
Oh, look, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, there was a group of people. I got you right now
I know
because there
there's
was a
like
group.
everything wasn't televised.
No,
Apparently.
so the people that didn't get mentioned on TV was Cedric Alexander, Ashante Adonis, yeah, the Good Brothers with Mitchin,
I don't care.
basically the OC with Mitchin,
This is why they
and then
wasn't.
Baron Corbin, and then I don't know if Ivar wasn't mentioned on TV. So Ivar went to Raw, Shayna Baszler went to Raw, and Zoe Stark went to Raw.
They was already on Raw.
Yeah, well, that they got picked by Raw. And then Alba Fry and Isla Dawn.
Alba Fire.
Fire Fry, whatever the fuck his name is. I
Oh,
don't even
no.
know who the hell they are, to be honest.
They women's tag team. They decent though. I like them.
Piss break.
No, we gotta show them love. We gotta show them
I
love.
show the women's division love. I just don't watch them all.
No.
A wise man told me at a live event, piss break every time the women come to fight.
No. They pretty good though. They just need more
Aren't
TV
those
time.
the witchy ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I got an idea of who they were.
Yeah.
Then you had Imperium was on SmackDown, right?
They got
Or were they
drafted to
on Raw?
Raw though.
I know, but I don't remember if they were on Raw or SmackDown. But it was just Kaiser and Gunther.
And Dragunov also got drafted.
Yeah, and this chick got drafted there too. Valkyria.
Yeah.
So you never know. Imagine they just add a female to it, because there's always a female in a faction.
I really don't like the female in the faction thing. So I feel like they don't really do anything.
Unless they're Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, unless you're Rhea Ripley.
China did a lot when she was in DX.
I don't know if y'all can see, but
No, they can see. I can see it.
look, mommy's always on top. Shout out to my oldest sister for the birthday gift. My birthday was this past weekend. And shout
Happy
out to
birthday.
my sister for that. Oh man, thank you. I'm getting old, buddy.
April kids.
April babies, baby. But yeah, Rhea worked really well in the faction.
Yeah, China worked well in DX.
Yeah, but you see the type of women that they are.
Yeah, they're built a specific way.
Yeah,
I think Nia Jax would be great in the Bloodline though, like because she just attacks everybody.
yeah. I don't know. Well, the new bloodline is gonna be different, so let's see.
That's some savages.
Well, you saw the Braun Breaker and Sheamus interaction.
Yeah, I like that. I like that little interaction.
Me too.
That's a good start off. Like, it would be a good start off point for him. Like to have a feud with Sheamus.
Yeah, cause he's solid.
Yeah, and well, not anymore. He's kind of flubbery, but
No,
he,
bro, he'll
he's
get
the
back
burger.
in.
He's the burger man.
He'll get back in shape in a few weeks.
Nah, he will. He has to get into shape. In a few weeks, he's go fight Braun Breaker.
Bro,
The speed and tenacity is ridiculous.
he should have went number one.
He should have, but they gave it to Mello.
He got the highest ceiling, I think.
Because Mello is him.
Mello is
him, and the him has a number one in it.
How do you feel about him getting a title shot right away?
I didn't care for that. Like, dude, you just got there. Like, you really gotta make your way. Like before you just get. But I get why they were doing it. Cockiness, like you're calling your shot, bro. I can't get mad at you called your shot.
You think that's okay?
Nah, because you know how many people deserve a title. Like, there's tons of people who deserve a title shot, and you just skip the line just because you're cocky. Honestly, that's what it really is.
And do you think that spot was a botch
Which spot?
where they both jumped like off the middle ropes and they was trying to?
Probably. That looked like a spot.
It could have been a spot or a botch. It could have been something. Whatever
Well,
it was.
WWE is known for having some botches, so
Yeah. Oh, this is a question I had. I was thinking about it earlier. You think we should have bigger like title swaps during like our regular weekly shows?
what do you mean title swaps?
Big title changes. Like
Oh, like the WWE title or the heavyweight title getting swapped in like regular shows?
yeah, like some like like Damien
Mm,
losing on a Monday night. You get what I'm saying?
yeah. Nah, I think you save those for pay-per-views.
All the time. Doesn't it make it predictable though?
It does. But well, somebody's had to win, like my memory's all like shot. But like somebody's had to win on a like TV show, like on a weekly show.
Yeah, I think Mankind did. I might be
Yeah,
bugging.
so I like I said, my 20s, my mind's all like I don't remember everything, but I know somebody had to win on like a regular show, like a SmackDown or a Raw.
No, I mean it happened. It has happened, but we don't really see it.
Maybe not as maybe don't do it as often, but like as a surprise, a shock for shock value, do it maybe once in a while, but not something where it's like every week that title's changing. Because then you'd be like, well, Chris is booking the show because he likes the titles to change on everybody so quickly.
Yeah. Do you think we need bigger matches in our weekly shows?
Yeah, because there's a lot of filler matches. Like, I'm sorry, who really want to see the? I know as much as you dislike them, but like, who who wants to see Alpha Academy versus the Awesome Truth? Because I don't.
Oh, oh man.
I don't at all. Like, what was another match? Did I really need to see Jay, Ricochet, and
Andrade?
Andrade versus JD,
Yeah.
Priest, and was it Finn? I think.
Yeah, Finn.
No, I really didn't need to see that.
No. That
Like Finn is gold. Like I love Finn Balor.
me too.
There will be no Finn Balor slander on this show.
Yeah, he's him.
Like the whole segment with Jay and then like they ended up like kicking like and he had Jay's glasses on. Like that's gold. Balor is gold in my opinion. And
And
shout outs to Balor for getting that contract. Like
yeah, I was just about to say that.
he deserves it. Like I like Balor. I've liked Balor for a long time.
But this is why I've been saying they need to cut Raw to 2 hours.
Yeah, isn't it 2 hours? No, it's 3 hours, right?
Bro.
It ends at 11. It starts at 8, ends at 11. Yeah. Yeah,
Bro,
so
I
3 hours.
went to sleep within like the last 10 minutes of the show. I just know what happened because I was hearing it.
Yeah.
But
SmackDown needs to be an extra hour though.
no. Keep SmackDown just like that. 2 hours, make Raw 2 hours or 2 hours and 15 minutes. So it'll be a little longer than SmackDown, if anything. 2 hours
Or
and a
just
half.
maybe give it like a half hour more. Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah.
But give it to Raw to SmackDown also because I feel like SmackDown has better stories than Raw does.
Yeah.
In my well, now to me they're like that. Now they're the A show. Like Nia
SmackDown,
Jax said, SmackDown is really the A show
yeah.
now.
Since the Bloodline thing happened.
And now you left the bloodline on the A show basically. So
Yeah. That's yeah. They
but
gotta
most of those shows have filler matches. I don't care for it. It's like watching AEW. Nothing catches my they don't catch my eye anymore.
cause AEW has no stories.
They don't at all.
All right, so my question to you, another question.
Oh,
So
we're
how
at
do
the time limit where I can go on a rant.
all right, so why do you like indies so much?
Just the wrestling. I don't care about there's no real story, so it's like
I
I
know
like
that.
the wrestling. I like the wrestling aspect of it. But they don't put a lot of matches together there that are like filler match type things. It's like I was watching. What was I watching this weekend? It was the House of Glory and Wrestle Revolver like collab match. They had Mike Santana versus Alex Shelley. That that's a decent match. Like lined up. Like I know who both wrestlers are. They both could wrestle. So I was like, it was interesting to watch. It ended weird, but it was a good match. Like having two referees from each company in the ring was kind of weird, which kind of ruined that match.
You see the BS they be doing.
But that. I guess that's how they did it. I don't know why they did it that way.
That's
Because it was a House of Glory world title and the Wrestle Revolver world title, and the winner was supposed to take both. Mike Santana won that match, but then the Wrestle Revolver ref was like, "No, he didn't," and then they split the titles again.
Mm.
There's some weird shit out of pocket. I'm not gonna lie and be like, "There's some weird shit," but seeing it live compared to watching it on TV is a whole different experience.
Well, talking about that, I just got my first indie tickets to
Yeah, we going to MLW.
MLW.
That should be fun. I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
who's on that card, but it should be fun.
I don't know what to expect, bro.
You'll go and you'll be like, I feel like it's just gonna be like the shit's still whack. I don't know, but I think the environment is what's gonna like kind of win you over a tad. But you're still gonna be anti towards it, but you're probably just gonna be like, this is not that bad live, because it's a different. I don't know if you've ever been to WWE live.
Yeah.
It's a totally different experience because you're a lot closer than you would be at a WWE event, depending on how close you were.
I was close at WWE,
Yeah, but it's a different. Like to me, it's a different environment.
and it cost
Because
me
the
a lot more
wrestlers are a little, yeah, that and the wrestlers at indie shows are a little more interactive with the fans more than WWE.
because they're free.
What do you mean they're free?
They're like,
Oh no, because they're not running on a machine. Yeah,
yeah.
like we go to a merch table, you're gonna see all the wrestlers at a merch table.
Yeah, because they still on the hustle,
Yeah,
you know.
but 100% of it goes to them. So I that's why I don't mind spending the money to go to those shows because they're getting the money. It's not like it has to go into a bucket like Maven says on YouTube, where it's like the bucket's here and the bucket has to overflow before you see a certain amount of money.
That makes
Then you take pictures with them. You could talk with them.
They're gonna want to take pictures with me. But back to that draft. Who was your sleeper? Like, who did you like? You was like, oh, I like this move, or nothing wowed you at all.
Nothing really wowed me because half the people stood where they were. I like Braun Strowman coming back. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I liked him and Ricochet. I thought they were pretty.
Ricochet went to Raw.
Yeah, that's where he was before.
Yeah, so it wasn't really a change. Final Testament going to Raw was interesting too. Like just because now you can feud him with Judgment Day.
Did you see the glitch?
Yeah, it was a highway.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it was a highway.
Yeah, I forgot whose match. Was it the Gunther match?
Yeah, it was the Gunther match.
Yeah. So
That just means that Uncle Howdy's most likely going to be on Raw, or
yeah,
maybe
but
he gets that where he can go to both shows.
how long they gonna keep doing this for?
Maybe the Backlash.
And then all of a sudden he pops up.
There's got to be a reason. Like
It gotta be a story.
I think
with
it has to be calculated. Like
with those type of characters, right? It's mad hard to book those type of characters because
yeah,
everything
because it has to have a reason behind it.
Yeah, everything.
Like if he ended up in SmackDown and it somehow had to do something with LA Knight because Bray had a feud with LA Knight, then I could be like, okay, so I see where they're going with it. But I don't know because it's like that character really didn't have beef with anybody. Like
No,
even when the Uncle Howdy character was like popping up here and there, it had. It's just a weird concept of how you're gonna improvise it in, unless he attacks a champion. But then it's like, what did you do to like get that?
but
It's weird.
the Final Testament being on Raw, maybe Howdy could start something with them, beef with them. You know?
Yeah, it just you got to see Uncle Howdy wrestle a match though, because we all know who Uncle Howdy is anyway. So I know what kind of style he's gonna end up wrestling.
But styles change.
It does, but I think he'll have similar to Bray's type of wrestling, just not with that kind of power that Bray had.
Yeah.
Because he's built for a big dude.
Yeah, he could go.
Bo Dallas is not that he's not as built as Bray was.
He's
like,
not as husky.
yeah. So it's like you got to see how it like projects. So when he projects, like, or he could just be that character, just like taunts people.
Is he gonna be by himself?
No, I think Eric Rowan's with him.
He comes back in a faction.
Not in a faction, but with one person. Like, because when Bray debuted with the family, so he had well when he debuted as Bray Wyatt because he was Husky Harris before.
Yeah.
But when they repackaged him, he came back as Bray Wyatt. He had the family with him. He had Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. I could see him having Eric Rowan first because that was like the one son that didn't really disappear. Obviously, we know what happened with Luke Harper, but
Unfortunately.
he'll have one, and then who knows with Braun how they portray Braun.
That would be the perfect fit for Braun at this.
He could also fuck with Braun Strowman, like put stuff in his head, have little like mind games with him, beats him, and then you have to join the family.
Where did these guys go? The Pride.
Smackdown, I think.
They stood there, right?
Yeah, they got drafted there.
Yeah, they got to do better.
How do you think about Tiffany Stratton being drafted so late? Like,
it's Tiffy time.
Like she got drafted pretty late. She got towards the end, and you had people like who was it? Kiana James getting drafted before her.
Ridiculous.
Like DIY got drafted pretty late too.
Yeah, but they DIY.
And SmackDown's not going to have a lot of crazy tag teams though.
You think it should just be? They should do it like they did the women's tag belt. Just keep one for all the men, and they could rotate around both Raw and SmackDown.
A tag title?
Yeah.
Nah, I think you leave those titles because they're on their respective shows.
Bro, we have Miz and R-Truth as
That's because you don't like. That's because you don't. That's because you don't like them. They're not gonna hold the belts for long. They're gonna that. I bet you by. I don't even think they have. I don't know if they have a backlash match yet.
Listen. They shouldn't even be holding the titles at all. This is no hate towards them, but they shouldn't be holding the
It's
titles.
all the hate, bro. You haven't liked that since they got the belts.
Because it was ridiculous.
Let me look up the backlash card.
I don't think we're not even there yet. I think we got like 2 weeks left or so.
What, backlash?
Or next weekend.
It's next week.
Already?
It's this Saturday or this
It's
Sunday?
upcoming?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That threw me off guard too.
I should call out of work. That's a joke. That's a joke. In case my
boss so we get Miz, we get the Awesome Truth versus DIY.
At Backlash?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah. And then we get A-Town Down Under versus Street Profits.
Alright, so this is what WWE been doing. And they've been running a lot of matches back. They gotta stop that. There's a lot of rematches going on. They gotta stop that.
Well, we're gonna get Sammy and Gable again, so
at Backlash.
I believe at Backlash will get them again. Because they're prediction matches, but we still got Monday and SmackDown before Backlash, so there's still a chance those matches get made.
All right, listen. If you're gonna do Sammy and Gable again, put them in a cage match. Put them in a Hell in a Cell, bro.
Put them in an Iron Man match. I'd watch that.
I would watch that. You know, that's a good idea. Cause they both good wrestlers.
Yeah, I would do that.
But people got to be invested. They're not that invested.
I'm kind of invested in that feud because I think it's a good feud, especially because now you have a solid heel and a face.
Yeah.
Because Sammy's the baby face of that, hands down baby face.
Yeah. Gable already.
Even though he did some heelish shit the other day, but like with the whole kick to the face, the off guard kick to the face.
Bro, there's nothing heel about that. He's just getting his lick back. He spun the blocking and he got his payback. That's it.
Yeah. You think the tag titles change at Backlash?
I hope they all change at Backlash.
Well, all the titles?
No, just the tag titles.
I was about to say, I'm rubbing off on you then.
No. Just the tag titles off of Miz and R-Truth.
Get them off A-Town Down Under too.
Yeah. They haven't done nothing with it. I don't think
they did.
I don't think they defended it. Sorry.
No. They haven't defended it yet. I don't even. Miz and whatchamacallit, they've already had that. I think twice already. They've fought with those belts already.
At least they're active.
Yeah, but I know for a fact A-Town and Down Under is going to lose those belts because of what they did during the the unraveling of the belt, like unveiling of the belt. Triple H was like, "Yeah, nah, it's over that, bro. I'm burying you guys with the John Cena shovel."
Yeah, take them. Yeah, there's no good tag teams, bro. Why does nobody listen to me?
That's the tag team division is kind of trash, honestly.
Kinda.
But you got to see how new tag teams are going to form now that everybody's at their new respective home. Like if Jimmy and Jay reunite again, then they're
Give,
gonna
give them the belt.
those they're gonna take those belts again. Just in time for when Roman comes back and he's like, "You brought them back to me."
Yeah,
Then we'll get, I think, Dragunov and Kaiser together.
that's a worthy tag team champion, bro.
They win the belts and Gunther wins King of the Ring. That'd be interesting.
That is beautiful. But
Um,
we have Miz and R-Truth.
see that. Hold on, let me see something.
Or like I
No, they
said,
drafted those guys to SmackDown. Because I was like, if the Good Brothers were with Finn on Raw, then you do a club type thing again.
Good Brothers.
I don't
They're
know.
terrible.
They have a spot in my heart forever.
They're terrible, bro.
Um,
I'm not here to bash people. I'm just, you know what it is? I'm going through a new character change, so I'm getting repackaged. I'm gonna come with a whole new
Finn,
alias.
I guess Finn and JD could be a decent tag team together.
That's what I said, though. I said that's gonna happen.
Nobody wants to see the Loser Academy have belts.
Alpha Academy?
Yeah,
No,
they're
not even.
losers. That's what Chad Gable said. They're all losers.
I thought he was gonna get rid of them.
I did too, but I think that's gonna happen. I think he's on what, Raw? No, there's not, this Monday Night Raw already passed, but I think he would hope during, if he does get, say they do the match with him and Sammy again, he's gonna want them to help him win the title,
Yeah,
and then he doesn't, and then that's when we get the "you guys suck, we don't need you no more."
But my thing is, if he gets rid of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they get buried?
Yeah, really. Where, in what picture do you see Tozawa doing anything important besides winning the Speed title?
You're all the way. No, you're right.
What about Otis?
Otis could do something.
What?
I don't know.
NXT. That's what's gonna happen.
No, he could do something.
What about Maxine Dupree?
She has a good character. She'll be fine.
She does, but where does she lay? Like being the sacrificial goat to Jade Cargill? Well, they're not even on the same show.
She'll be fine.
Who the hell's on that show anyway? That would like. Oh wait, no, she's on SmackDown, right?
Who,
I'm looking
Jade?
at my notes. No, Loser Academy's on
Raw.
Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who on Raw is gonna feed her to Kiana James?
No. Maxine Dupree will be fine.
I think she ends up being a valet for somebody. I don't think she ends up being a wrestler like that you take serious.
Maybe not.
Unless she like makes Otis into a maximum male model.
Yeah.
We could get Ricochet and Braun Strowman back to being a tag team again.
Yeah, I like them together.
Depending on where they go with the Uncle Howdy shit. Like that. Other than that, the roster, the like both sides of the coin is not that like crazy when it comes to tag teams. There's more factions now than tag teams.
Yeah, but the factions can have the two of the guys, 2 of the 3, or 2 of the 4 win the belts.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I like serious tag teams. That's why I don't like Miz and R-Truth. Not because they're not talented.
Well, SmackDown has the real gimmicky ones. Because you got DX Light, you got Pretty Deadly.
You know what's crazy? I like Pretty Deadly.
That's wild.
That is insane.
The Good Brothers, which you've already established, you're not a big fan of.
Terrible.
The Bloodline. The Bloodline, honestly, is going to be the thing that carries SmackDown for the like foreseeable future now. Because
not even Cody.
Yeah, no, because what, Bianca Belair, Mello, Randy, Nia, LA Knight, Bloodline, AJ Andrade, Cedric Alexander, Ashante, Adonis, Good Brothers, Mitchin, Corbin, Jade, KO, Pride, Tiffy, Escobar's group,
That's my guy.
Shinsuke, Naomi, Chelsea Green and Piper, Pretty Deadly, DIY, and Blair Davenport. That's your SmackDown roster. It's solid, but it's not anything that I sit there and be like, oh,
Yeah, but
we're gonna get some bangers.
we're gonna see half of those people anyway.
We're gonna get the Banger Bros on Raw though, because we get Sheamus and Drew. But I think we get the Banger Bros after the Drew and CM Punk, because that's gonna go into SummerSlam.
That has to go into SummerSlam.
It's just gonna be CM Punk messing with Drew McIntyre until SummerSlam. I think probably around SummerSlam is where he should be good to wrestle again.
Yeah, Drew's hurt though.
Well, his elbow.
Yeah, he
You
hyperextended it.
dislocated my elbow. You hyperextended my elbow,
From what I read,
and I'm here.
I don't know if that's a good accent or terrible.
Probably horrible.
From what I read, he's not gonna be doing house shows though.
No,
He's really just gonna be on TV, and he's not
I
gonna
don't
be.
think he needs to do house shows.
That's their practice, bro.
Does he need it? He just got a new he just got a new contract. He don't need practice.
You always need practice, bro.
Because Punk ain't doing no house shows.
Yeah, he did a house show when he first came back.
But
He
he
did
ain't
one
doing
with
it
Dom.
Was it a barn burner where I'm like, let me give him the Meltzer 5 stars? It should be. It should be. I think we should get good shows. They haven't really let us down yet. So long as they keep cooking and we're gonna get like good wrestling like shows with good storylines, then WWE ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nah. I believe.
Now,
I believe in Paul Levesque.
the Levesque era.
The Levesque era. We here.
But now, if we talk about Pepsi, which is AEW,
Oh my God.
because I felt like we needed to segue. I'm already way past the time of cursing.
Actually, you cursed like the
Yeah,
first.
I said fuck. I know it's my bad. I'm working on it.
You said in the first like 3 minutes, bro. I look like.
I know. I looked at your face and I was like, fuck. I fucked up.
I know it. I'm like, yo, my God.
But Tony Khan, bro. What do you think of Tony Khan?
I think he is a fan.
Super fan.
I think he's just a fan. I mean, they're ahead of a lot of people, so I can't shit on them neither. They are ahead of a lot of companies, and they're new.
Yeah, because they got the talent. That's
They got
the problem.
money.
And the money, bro. If if you had a billionaire running a company, right? You'll be ahead of the game too.
Yeah, give me $1 billion. I want to start my own wrestling promotion.
What is that? I think House of Glory. Master P has his like hands in that too.
Probably, I'm not sure.
And they have some people come to that show. Like they have like big names come there. They've had Pentagon there. They've had people know who Pentagon is.
Yeah,
Like
that's my guy.
Yeah,
He
was there. They had Matt Riddle in the beginning. They guess it's whoever they could get that could get out of their contract to go.
Yeah,
Get.
Matt Riddle is in MLW, right?
Yeah, but
and another question, Zilla, where's he at?
GCW. He'll be there for a tad bit. I think his next move is MLW after that. I think he moves on to MLW after that. Because that's a little bit different type of wrestling. That's more closer to the big leagues because they don't do all that extra like hardcore matches and stuff. Because basically, GCW is like CZW. CZW did all that death match stuff. So even though he don't fight in that type of arena, MLW is a little more polished.
Okay, so it's more professional.
Yeah, it's not hillbilly wrestling. It's more professional.
Okay.
So I think that's his next move because Jacob was there for a while. Jacob fought Matt Riddle there too. He was there for a while. So I think that's his next move because he's still young. I think he's in his early 20s, I think.
Yeah, he looks young too, so.
Yeah, he's still got some polishing to do before he gets closer to the main. Like him, I think he ends up in NXT.
Yeah, that's possible.
Jacob, he's already paid his dues. He's he's gonna be main roster.
He's really good in the ring too. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But there's a difference. Like
yeah,
he already cuts promos. His promos are already polished, basically.
yeah,
He knows the machine, how that machine works. Zilla's still young. He's still got that young mentality, and he's still kind of getting his basically grinding his teeth.
yeah.
So once he gets that, even though you come from the family that they know what they're doing because they come
Apparently,
out they come out the womb like that.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
he needs a little more polishing. I think even Booker T said it because Booker T trained him.
yeah.
So he said it, he's there, but he's not there yet. Like let him cut his teeth, let him figure it out, and then I'll give him another 2-3 years. He'll be up.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see where wrestling is going to be at in 2-3 years.
I think he's the most hype thing coming out of like the indies though. It's like there's a lot of hype behind him.
Well, let's see. I don't follow
'Cause
the indies, so I don't know nobody.
yeah, like that dude can move a room. That's why I'm saying he's there. He has it. He just needs to get seasoned more.
Yeah, with time and
Yeah,
practice.
that's what I said. It takes time, but then he'd be the NXT machine.
Yeah,
You're gonna send him to NXT.
yeah.
Let him get acclimated to that different type of. Because they did it to Solo. Solo didn't come right up right away. He
Oh
went
yeah,
to
yeah,
NXT,
yeah.
and I think NXT Solo was a whole lot better than the Solo we got on TV right
But
now.
the solo we about to get though,
Oh, that's a different story.
yeah, that one is gonna be official.
Because I was watching him cut promos in NXT, and I was like, where did he go?
No, he still got it. It's just character change.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't like the whole give me the info. Like, nah, demand that shit. Like, yo, you already got the people scared. Demand it. Make me, it don't look fearful. Like, bro, Reigns talks, everybody listens. Like, you're gonna respect me. That's like,
Yeah,
Solo says it, and I'm just sitting there like,
not feeling it yet.
I'm not feeling it yet because he's such a he's like a soft spoken killer. Like,
Yeah, but
give me the details.
right, but his actions is what's gonna lead him.
Yeah,
You know,
like you already got something. You have right hand man right now.
is a savage.
It's a savage.
Yeah,
Like your right hand man, people are afraid of. Like,
he's gonna
and
put in
he's
work.
playing a psychopath. Like, bro, this is a whole nother level of like you're playing a psychopath where people believe in like, yo, Tama Tonga's crazy.
What is it? MFT?
Yep, my motherfucking Tongan.
That's hard though. That goes crazy.
So now, like, if you got this crazy motherfucker running around the back, right? Imagine when Jacob comes, and Jacob's the one that looks all deranged and dirty.
Yeah,
Like I'm gonna go get my cousin that did a bid to come whoop your ass now.
yeah. They're gonna look official.
It's time. Everything is time. It's time, like time placement, and like they're doing it right. Like language now is different in WWE. Jacob's gonna fit in.
Yeah, but that's what separates WWE from AEW.
Yeah,
The stories.
yeah. The stories and the little shocking, like shock factors.
Yeah.
The thing that kind of sucks now about wrestling is everything's on the internet.
Oh yeah, I hate it.
So yeah, like I remember growing up and dirt sheets was a big thing. But now, like Tama Tonga coming, I knew he was coming. I didn't know when in the show he was going to show up, but I knew
Yeah,
because they
yeah,
already
yeah,
leaked
yeah.
it. They leaked it like a half hour before Raw started. Tama Tonga's in wherever they were at, Cleveland or whatever. All right, now I'm not going to be so surprised when he pops up, but I was still surprised because I knew what segment he was coming in.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what fashion he was going to be coming in. And it still surprised me.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like people leaking information, bro. I
Yeah.
really dislike it. Because I love the element of surprise of wrestling. That's what it's about.
At least you know if Dave Meltzer says anything, not to believe it, because that man's taken more L's than anybody. No, I'm lying. Tony Khan has taken the most L's in the last weekend, but Meltzer's like horrible when it comes to like giving out news now.
Yeah, I don't follow any of the news guys at all. I don't like it. I try to stay away from it.
I don't like Meltzer. I don't look at anymore because he's been wrong a bunch of times, and there's no sense of researching information that you're it's not right or like it's incorrect. There's a couple other guys like the Wrestle Observer. I don't really look into anymore. I stick to more like the pro wrestling thing on Twitter. They've been pretty accurate with everything.
Yeah. I don't
But
follow them. I don't follow nobody.
did you see Kenny Omega's little Twitch stream thing?
Yeah, no Roman
No
slander.
Roman Reigns slander
Love it.
because they build him in Japan the way they build Reigns. That's why I feel like Kenny should be built the same way.
Kenny, come to WWE, bro. If you listening to me, come to WWE.
I think he fit perfect now. The way the state of WWE is going, you could bill him like the god of wrestling. Like honestly, bill him like that. Let him have full creative to that. Like
Yeah, he'll be really good in WWE.
because he's what I say this with AEW. They're all watered down versions of themselves.
Did you
Okada is not the same in AEW as Okada was in New Japan.
did you see that Kevin Nash? I saw a clip of Kevin Nash talking about
That's the biggest hater, bro.
of all the AEW guys are out of shape.
Some of them are, bro. You see what Jericho looks like?
That's what he was talking about. He was talking about even Will Ospreay.
Yeah, Osprey was ripped in Japan. Not ripped, but he doesn't look the way he looks now.
Yeah, he said
That's
there's a
that
bunch of
comfort weight.
guys.
Well, I don't know who would be talking because I ain't the most ripped guy either. But
Yo,
I
not
don't.
even
I don't
that.
wrestle for a. I don't wrestle for a living.
But yo, to think about it, bro, that's hard. To stay in shape and traveling all the time,
Yeah,
that's a different
I
type
saw.
of.
I saw a meme the other day, and it was like our wrestlers, their wrestlers, and it was like Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels was our wrestlers.
Yeah,
Your wrestlers is Darby Allen and little skinny guys.
Darby Allin got hit by a bus in New York.
That's a good segue into that one, right? I want to see footage.
First of all, who gets hit by a bus in New York, bro?
Apparently, he has a broken leg, and then went to go see a Broadway show afterwards.
Wasn't he gonna climb Mount Everest?
Yeah, that got pushed back because he got hurt doing the stupid ass glass spot.
Oh, that's when he. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You know when you fell off the ladder and landed on nobody.
Yeah, he almost.
But
He almost. Yeah, that's. You see, I don't like that death match type.
that's not even a death match thing. Like that was just the AEW loves to use panes of glass. I don't know why they have this obsession with fucking glass.
That was a terrible spot, bro. You got to keep your wrestlers safe. That's the most important.
Even when MJF did that what was it, the lashings for Jericho or some shit like that.
I don't remember that. I don't even
All
know if
right,
I saw that.
this was probably beginning AEW, like maybe year. I don't know if it was year 2 or year 3 because I think they've been on for like 5 years already or something like that,
Was it
or
Kofi?
6. No, it was Jericho and MJF, and Jericho had to fight Nick Gage. They brought Nick Gage into AEW.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be for a death match. It was the most watered down looking match you ever seen. Like, and they just have this shit with glass in fucking AEW. I don't know what it is with glass. And I'm like,
It just makes it more crazy.
but for what? Like, the glass hit a fan in the eye. Like, at least at GCW shows when they do the those what you call it glass thing, that the ring is kind of like shaped different. Like, not shaped different, but they have the crowd a little bit further out.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna get hit with glass.
Yeah.
You're not sitting there breathing in fucking light tube particles and shit. Like, I don't know. AEW is just weird. Like, it's just a weird place. Like,
Yo, you know what? We sound like WWE marks.
we do, but I liked AEW in the beginning. But dude, the shit writes itself. It's not like I'm like, you know what, this company sucks. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the owner said we're not going to be a gimmick company, but guess what happened? He got hit.
He was walking around with a neck brace.
Yeah. Like, and you were at the NFL draft with a neck brace on, and his father was looking so disappointed at him.
Yeah. Trying to keep kayfabe alive, bro.
I get it, but at the same time, like, dude, you're not helping yourself.
No, listen. Because you run the company, you do not have to be involved in the wrestling show itself. That's just how I
Yeah, you
feel.
don't. But
Because
he's a fan that needs to be involved with everything.
we saw Vince do it, and
But Vince is, in my opinion, Vince was different. Like the era that Vince was doing it in, there was a story behind him doing it.
yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna call back the kid that I said you're fired for
Mhm.
XYZ amount of months. Let's go send him to Japan to have a little program in Japan, and then all of a sudden bring him back. Now, are you gonna bill him how Stone Cold and Vince were billed? Like, no, because they're two different people. Jack Perry couldn't even lace Stone Cold's boots.
Not even close. Not even in the same sentence, bro.
So it's like, how do you? Why? What was the purpose of that segment?
No idea.
Like, what was the purpose of it? Like, I don't get it. There's no value to it.
No. At that time, well, Vince was the heel and Stone Cold was anti-management. That was
Yeah.
like the
So what?
angle.
The scapegoat is anti-management. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you got exposed on a videotape, like on video on security footage. I can't sit here and validate you being this tough guy, bro. You got fucking hemmed up by a 50-year-old man. Like, what are you supposed to do? Even though some people say Punk sucker punched him, but at the same time, bro, you live your rest of your career. You're gonna be attached to that man.
Attached to that video.
Exactly. So it's like, what are you guys trying to make? Evolution? Like trying to make your own version of Evolution over there? Like,
And I actually like Jack Perry.
you're probably the first person I heard ever say that, but
No, like I think in the ring he's good.
yeah. But what's the angle here? Like, what are they
No idea, bro.
like? You're making the Elite 2.0?
Yo, AEW, y'all want some Raiders? Holla at us, and we
Shit, I could probably book that show better.
and we'll put on some bangers for y'all.
Like, I don't know. Like, I think that's why we're not gonna really cover it like that, because at the end of the day, what can we really say about that company?
Maybe
That
it'll pick up. Adam Cole come back, Kenny Omega, MJF
Omega comes back this Wednesday, so
already.
yeah, Omega's gonna be back this Wednesday.
Well, I'm excited to see him. That's my guy.
I want to know what they do with him.
Yeah, I didn't see him in New Japan because I don't watch
Yeah,
no other companies really.
but there's enough footage online to see
He gets
him in
busy.
New Japan.
Yeah.
He
No,
does.
he
His entrances were like the best entrances in the world,
just his in ring
but
ability is OD.
I don't know where does he where do you put him at?
You
Like,
put him in WWE, bro. That's where you put him at. Come home.
like, who's the title holder for AEW right now? Oh, Swerve. I'd like to see Swerve and Kenny go at it. I think that'd be a good match, but they're not gonna book that.
It got to be built right too.
Yeah. Kenny comes back and what? Part of the Don Callis family, like,
He fights Will Ospreay again for the 1700
yeah.
time.
Yeah, it's not dream matches anymore. Their Forbidden Door is not even gonna be good anymore,
No,
because they don't got the partnership with New Japan no more. Now it's gonna be with CML or whatever the hell it's
I
called.
think it's called CML.
Yeah, that's who you're gonna. Who wrestles there?
Don't
Not
listen
sound like
about him.
not sound like you. Who wrestles there?
Oh, I'm talking about that. Nick Nemeth, right?
Well, he won the AAA title, which is way better than CML.
No, I know, but I'm saying like um,
He deserves that. He's a workhorse.
he
I
is.
think he should go around and be the belt collector. Like, let him go to a couple different indie companies on top of it and get the Matt Cardona type thing. Like, win a belt everywhere.
Then go to where AEW
Yeah,
or go back
and
to
go
WWE.
take their belt too. Nah, I feel like if he goes back to WWE, you got to kind of do the same thing that Matt Cardona would do. If you bring Matt Cardona back, you bring him back as Matt Cardona. You don't bring him back as Zack Ryder. If you build Nick Nemeth to be this powerhouse, like, don't bring him back as Dolph Ziggler. There's no reason. Let Dolph Ziggler die. You don't need to bring him back as Dolph Ziggler. Let these guys come back with however they portray themselves, like in the indies.
That's
You
how
did it
works
with Cody.
Yeah.
You allowed it with Cody, so you should allow it with everybody. Don't let there be a standard where it's like Cody did it because he's Cody. No, everybody should be allowed to do it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Like Aleister Black, if he left and didn't have a different name because he was Tommy End before he went to be Aleister Black, which Tommy End still was getting busy. The guy's never he never lost a step in my opinion. When he reinvented himself as Aleister Black, dude, that character should have been kept perfect. His entrance was fire. His matches were fire.
I like him.
He's gonna come back. I know he's gonna come back. But you need to allow some of these people to, I guess maybe creative's different now. So like let them come back as themselves, like how they rebuilt themselves. Well, you don't even gotta repackage them.
If all those people come back, there ain't gonna be no more space in WWE.
No, there won't be.
They would have to make NXT the third brand.
Yeah.
That's the only way. Like Black and Gold. Well, Black and Gold was still developmental, I guess.
It was, but it was just at so one point it was better. It was better than the two main shows.
It was better than everything.
Yeah.
Literally.
So like they have the options because you know people are going to come back now that it's not the Vince McMahon era no more. So
yeah, if they make NXT the third show, bro, and put like, let's say guys do come, just make it another like Collision, I guess, for AEW.
Yeah, because you could do that. I don't think you would call it NXT anymore. I think you would probably change the name.
Yeah,
because leave NXT as their developmental. Like leave that.
Yeah,
and you probably maybe wouldn't have to have it televised anymore if you make a third show, like, and then just have NXT as that background. But NXT built such a big name for itself that you can't do something like that.
Yeah, talking about, I missed it today. I missed it for the last like 2
saw
weeks.
like something about it, like Wesley's back or something like that.
Is he? Have you seen the rest?
Yeah, he came back for your boy, the African King,
over.
The Nigerian Nightmare or whatever he is.
Yeah, I like him. He's huge. He's gonna do good. I'm a fan.
I'm surprised he didn't get drafted and they're so high on him.
Nah, because they still need a certain. They still got to make it watchable for others. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't take all the good talent out. So before they leave, they got to start bringing new talent to get them ready for the main rosters. That's just, I'm guessing that's how the cycle works. Because if you take all the good guys out of NXT, then you're not going to have nobody in NXT.
Well, we're coming around the time where they start having those new NXT, like the Performance Center people. Yeah, so we'll see who's in that group of people.
Yeah.
And then that's where we're like, all right, well, I could see XYZ being the next guy.
And they got to make Brian Pillman Jr. It's had nothing
Brian Pillman again? Make him Brian Pillman again.
Yo, please. Give him that feel between a mixture between Brian Pillman and Raven. And bro, he will be insane.
Oh shit, today's Tuesday. I forgot there's a Dark Side of the Ring episode that comes out today.
Oh, I only saw Von Erich once. That's the only one.
Nah, bro. Which one did I watch the other day? That was good. The Harley Race one. That guy was a gangster.
I gotta see it. I'll see it in order, but
yeah, there's a Sandman one coming out today, and that was like my favorite ECW guy. I still
haven't seen the Bray Wyatt doc.
Yeah, you work. I don't.
Yeah, I'm tired, bro. I be tired.
What's your thoughts on your boy, the bisexual Undertaker hitting the tombstone?
Come on. Yo, shout out to Damian Priest, bro. That is my man. That's we mad Puerto Rican, that's my guy. But it's a modified. There you go, modified tombstone.
Modified tombstone, yeah, where his face lands on a guy's nuts. He really buying into the bisexual thing, no pun intended.
Oh, leave my man alone.
You think Jay's going for that U.S. title?
Possibly. Logan Paul's not losing that though. No time soon.
No, not anytime soon. But I think that would be a good starter title for Jay as a singles competitor.
But he
Like
should
he
get a
moves
title.
the crowd. He moves the crowd, but I don't think he's top guy yet. Like the top of the mountain yet.
I'm confused.
Like because Priest is gonna sit with that belt for a little while.
Yeah.
Unless they say, you know what, let's just drop the belt off of him now.
No. But
But they're
Jay,
not.
why you don't see Jay at the top?
I don't like him as a face.
That's why. No,
Yeah.
I think I like him as a face. I think he's a better heel though. Well,
Like
not even.
if he had the bloodline, like his how he was in the bloodline where he was like, yeah, then
So
yeah, I would have been like,
it's not even the character. It's that emotion.
yeah,
It's the emotion. That emotion that he had as Bloodline Oos was different,
yeah.
bro.
He was built.
It was
It
so
was different.
good. They could have gave him an Emmy
Yeah.
because he was seriously he was he was beastie. So I
Like
think he gets that back, still being a face. Oh man, you can put him at the top.
no, he's there. It's just that I think he was better with the other persona.
Oh, I agree with you. Oh,
Like
1,000%.
so, it's only so many times I can hear the word yeet before it's just like,
Before it gets played out.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Cody having a a conversation with him, and I hope you like on your yeet or yeet. Like
Yeah,
everything is,
that was fun. That was witty. I like that.
and I get it's the focal point of his gimmick is the yeet. Like yeet, yeet. Like in the beginning it was all right, yeet. Like now it's just like everything is yeet, 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 yeet.
Yeah, but
Like
how about that's the same thing as yeah
that got annoying after a while too.
and what
But at the same time, I watched him in TNA.
and hold on and what? It's all the same.
But what that also was a time period for him.
And this is a time period for Jay.
Jay would still say yeet, but not as often in the bloodline.
Yeet.
Like if you've seen Eli Drake, which is LA Knight in TNA, it was yeah, dummy, dummy, yeah, dummy. Like
Yeah, I saw that.
it's kind of different, but LA Knights, yeah, like they do it at wrestling shows, bro, everywhere.
Yeah,
You walk down the hallway, yeah, yeah, like that's how it is now in wrestling shows. It's a
yeah.
one of those like cultural things now.
I told
Now
you.
it's probably going to be yeet, like,
It's
but a lot of yeeting is just like it's
it's all about the catchphrase, bro.
all about the no yeet.
Yeet,
Book Jimmy better.
yeet,
So in Live We Trust.
and live we trust. She's on a revenge tour. Oh, talking about she was on the where Jay was yeeting in his promo. She walks out the
Dom was doming.
Dom was doming, Liv was living.
Yep.
You know, they walked out the same locker room, I guess, or whatever it was. And
Back to back.
so she take her versus Rhea for Dom's custody. What do you think about that?
I'm your puppy.
Who's
I'm your puppy, Dominic.
who's your mommy?
It's gonna be Rhea.
I mean,
Rhea gonna fold that little girl like a pretzel.
I think Liv takes over though.
Yeah, she's gonna take over.
Not take over like that, but
It's gonna be a second rendition of Judgment Day. That's what's gonna happen. Priest is leaving. Priest is gonna find a way out. Finn,
I told you what's gonna happen. I said it last week.
if it's gonna be JD, Finn, and Dom with Liv, like that's probably how I see it playing out.
I think Dom goes with Santos. Finn and JD stick together. I think they're Irish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Ireland boys stick
Well, he
together.
wouldn't go with Escobar because Escobar's people are on SmackDown.
Yeah, but Dom's been crossing over. He's been crossing over.
He's the fourth wall character, like Deadpool.
He crosses over a lot, so I
He's
think
also injured, so like I guess he could do whatever he wants.
yeah, he's gonna be out for a little while. I think
So who do you think? Who do you have as your nominee for loser of the week
SmackDown
as a brand?
as a yeah SmackDown.
Why?
Because why wouldn't you get Braun Breaker?
You could have just been like Nick Aldis is the loser of the week for not picking Braun Breaker.
Well, then it's Nick Aldis.
I don't think it's that's like me saying, well, AEW is the loser of the week because they have Tony Khan as an owner.
Exactly. Yeah, so Nick Aldis, I guess, is Nick.
I think Tony Khan takes the cake.
Wait, I had a thought. So the draft,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, we all know wrestling is scripted. But I think the NXT draft, they shouldn't know where they're actually going.
Just make surprise.
Make it more. It'll make it feel a little more authentic.
I think they were going more for the actual sports.
No,
Since now they're in a like actual company that's a sport ran company. I think they were going more for that look because they made the logo where all three brands are together.
Yeah.
And I feel like the draft should have just been NXT people. I'm thinking about it now. The rookies. Have the rookies get drafted.
But
you don't got to move these guys around because you barely moved them as it is.
True. But don't let them know. Like, let them really be shocked. Like, yo, listen, this is a real draft day, but y'all don't know where y'all going. Like, this is real. This is going to be as real as it gets.
That would be cool. Just to see the emotion.
Yeah, like, I'm really, like, oh, shit. Like, I'm really going to SmackDown. I didn't think I was going to get paid. Like, But then
like, you could have had them fight on, like, Raw and SmackDown as, like, surprise, and they have, like, scouts from each show.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, make it more sports-like, I guess. And I think they add that element, it'll be cool.
Maybe the powers to be is listening, and they'll take our advice since everything we've said so far has went out in the news.
That's crazy, bro.
But like, I thought it was cool they getting like Raw and SmackDown hats when they got drafted. Like,
that's cool.
But I felt like you could have drafted more NXT people though. But then you don't want to like drown that, drain that well yet.
Yeah, and a lot of people, you're gonna come and you're gonna get buried. You're not gonna get TV time. So if you're getting TV time on NXT, just stay there.
Yeah. Out of all the NXT people that got drafted, how many you think just don't don't do anything important?
All of them, except for Melo
and Braun. Can't forget about Braun Breaker.
Of course.
Because I was about to say you didn't even make an argument for Braun Breaker. You were the first person to be like, "Why he didn't get drafted first?"
No, because we already seen him on the main brands, both of them. So that's why I really don't count them as But them two are gonna do numbers. They're gonna be fine. We also had before we wrap it up, a few guys got released from WWE.
It's not anybody to sit there and cry a river about.
Don't hinder the gender.
Well, Jinder Mahal also tried to copyright the Maharaja, so he's gonna be popping up somewhere soon.
Yeah, so he got released. The two guys that he was with, right?
Yeah. One of them was a baseball player?
I don't know their names.
The one that always said was coming to Raw, coming to Raw, coming to Raw.
In this share, right? That was their name?
That was a tag team.
Yeah,
name.
I don't know their actual individual names, bro.
I got you right now. I had a list of people, the list of all the people that got cut.
And also, while you look for that, Cameron Grimes.
He was good. I don't know why he got cut.
You liked him?
I like the character.
That was terrible.
They basically did the same thing with Baron Corbin too. The whole rich gimmick, getting rich, and then
JBL was the same way. I hated that too.
Who the fuck is it?
Wasn't his name? This is what you're looking for?
Veer something. That was the one. He had the face paint on his face. He squashed people.
Did you Google that?
No. I just thought of his name. It just popped into my head.
Yeah, terrible.
No offense. I didn't know.
No offense to none of the wrestlers that I'm talking about. It's not personal. Just how I feel. I know.
Yeah, it was Veer something.
I know I can't go in the ring and do half of the shit they do.
Nah, I can't either.
But
we're gonna get Hook versus the modern day Maharaja. I think that happens.
Yeah, I think that happens. That's cool.
I don't think he signs a big contract though.
Nah,
I think he signs a month contract just so we could get that match.
He'll probably do a one and done, like Matt Cardona. He just popped up for one event.
Yeah, and then he chokeslammed Tony Khan, does the Maharaja.
Yeah, that would be cool. But I think that's all we have for the
Yeah, because it wasn't lackluster except Tony Khan being
my man hates him.
a fucking
Yo,
loser.
AEW will never hire you.
I'm good. I don't want to be hired by them.
Yeah, you
They
are.
have EVPs that are wrestlers.
You have such dislike for Khan.
I was a fan. I really was. But they make fun of themselves. Like it's they write it the shit themselves. Like these beat writers should be fucking having full-fledged comedy specials about AEW. Like
Yeah.
they don't there's nothing serious about it. Like,
Oh,
and I think it started way before then.
yeah.
Like with the whole Arn Anderson, the Glock Anderson shit, where he was like, "I'll take my gun out and like, bro, your company's a giant fucking gimmick." Like,
Fucking terrible.
and I get it. You know, it makes it 20 times worse. Is they're all indie darlings. They're all indie guys. Like that's the problem. It makes it worse because the majority of them are all indie guys.
You see? You see?
And then it makes it. But these guys don't deserve that. That's the crazy shit. But like, the Bucks don't take it serious. Tony Khan doesn't barely takes it serious. I get it. You're going to display wrestling and stuff like that, and now you're going to have Swerve sit there and be like, "Oh, this is the place to be. This is the chip, bro. Your championship that you have doesn't hold weight. Like their belt doesn't hold weight. The way you would say like, and the New Japan title doesn't hold weight. The AEW title will fucking hold weight. Like,
No. And they got 1,700 different titles, by the way.
like New Japan has fucking 50,000 titles, but at the same time, they run theirs more like a boxing, like how boxing
Yeah.
is. Because you have like the junior heavyweight title, then you have the heavyweight title, then you have the open weight belt. They run it differently. But AEW makes a fucking belt every month. Like
Yeah.
now the FTW title is the Free the World title.
Sorry.
It writes itself. Not me hating on it. It's just it writes itself.
I'm ready to start my own promotion. If anybody want to just invest in us and we'll just, whatever, take it to the moon.
We'll have 100,000 belts too, I think. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Why not? Let me just quit my job and try to do this.
Let me find a job and try to do this. Like,
Yeah, let's go.
Y'all can hire me. I got all the time in the world. I'll book a good show for you.
That got to be hard, though.
It has to be, but at the same time, have the structure about it.
You know
like,
what?
You got 3 shows. You have 3 shows a week, right? Why can't you put a decent show out with 3 shows?
That's hard, bro. Apparently.
But you split everybody onto different shows. I know this is a longer tangent than we wanted it to be, but like
way longer. Are we here?
But be honest, Raw and SmackDown are 2 shows, and they put a solid show out for 2 shows.
Yeah, for the most part.
Why do you have 3 shows? Like, because NXT, I don't really count it because it's not main storyline stuff.
No, they have their
You
own
have
thing
Dynamite.
going.
Yeah, you have Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision. You made Collision for CM Punk so you can keep him away from everybody. That's really why you have a 3rd show.
And didn't work out.
And it didn't work out, so cut the 3rd show. Like, there's no reason for it no more.
Or was Rampages on Friday night, right?
Yeah.
At 10 o'clock? That's mad late. I'm old. I'd be going to sleep.
I don't think anybody's going to sit there and watch a great
1
2
hour.
hours of SmackDown to flip over to TBS and watch the fucking gimmick show. Like, nope.
Get rid of Rampage, keep Collision, and that's it. Make Collision.
Like,
and it's on a Saturday night, bro. People go out on Saturdays. That's
bro,
people's weekends.
Saturday night 1 is the worst time for a show. Simply because we get boxing on Sunday night. Majority of the time, we'll get a WWE pay-per-view on Saturday night.
Yeah, you meant Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, but why do we need another wrestling show? There's too much wrestling out there. That's the problem on top of it. And AEW 3 fucking shows a week?
Yeah. You got to make it 2.
Make it 2 and cut it down. Like, dude, you don't need this much. You don't got enough talent to have 3 shows, in my opinion.
They have enough talent.
They have enough talent, but they don't showcase the talent on 3 nights.
They don't know what to do with the talent.
Yeah.
But AEW is a wrestling show. It's not.
It is.
It's not entertainment.
It's not.
It is.
It's wrestling. It's legit. Like,
Yeah,
who was it? Swerve and Cesaro or whatever the fuck his name is there. That was a solid match.
I hate his name there.
That was his Ring of Honor name.
Claudio
Castagnolo, whatever the fuck. But it's a solid. That was a solid match.
Terrible name.
But what are we supposed to do?
He couldn't
Like,
he couldn't think of a better name because that name is terrible.
yeah. But my attention span for wrestling is like, I have to be into this. If not, I'm turning the channel.
I like stories better.
That's where I say where you come at about the whole the WWE story being better than most other promotions. You're right, because there's a story and you're involved. That's what you want the most. You don't want to hear. Bro, they have mad promos cut too on top of it.
Bro, it's all about the emotion, right? You watch wrestling
Yeah.
like you watch a movie or a series, a TV show. And
Yeah.
it pulls you in. That's
Wrestling
what it's
is
all about,
legitimately
bro.
a soap opera, bro. It's a legit an adult soap opera with athleticism on top of it.
That's never
But
ending because there's
it's
always
never
just new
ends.
stories. It's like
Exactly, but you're
like
invested.
fucking General Hospital.
But you're invested, bro. There's huelas out there that fucking are invested in novelas.
Yeah,
Like,
it's the same.
bro, it's the same thing for grown men.
Yeah.
And like when we thought the bloodline shit was over, they pulled us right back in.
Yeah.
And on that note, I think this is where we end this.
Yeah, we was gonna keep going, but
we got the clips for days now for this because that was an extra like 16 minutes of clips.
And I got to go to work tomorrow. I got to go to sleep. Tired.
Harry needs his rest.
I need my 8 hours of shut eye.
I'll be up all night editing this till he texts me in the morning. Did you finish this? Did you finish it?
Yes. You know, yeah. Once we get off, I'm gonna text you like, hey, yo, bro, we done? Like, is it ready?
Yeah, it'll be ready. I'll have it ready tonight.
That's all we got for you guys. Hope you all have a good night.
Until next time, we out.